the power forward position, standing 6'11", number 31, John Henson. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'8", number 12, Jabari Parker. And the man in the middle from Virginia Commonwealth, 6'11", number 8, Larry Sanders. A 6'3" guard, number 11, Brandon Knight. At the shooting guard position, 6 feet 7 inches, number 94, the franchise. And coaching your home team is Jason Kidd.
We're at the jam-packed Bradley Center, and it's Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals. It's a tie.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here with another MyCareer 2K gameplay. And today,
Happy to be with you.
we are taking on
And Steve Kerr. This is Kevin Harlan.
the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yes, that is right, ladies and gentlemen. The Cleveland Cavaliers. This is Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals, and the series is tied 1-1 right now. Just gonna get right into it, and right at the gate, we're getting Kevin Love in foul trouble. That's good, but I don't want to really talk about the game. Like I said, I'm trying to stay away from talking about this game, man, because this game is ass. It's horrible. And let me stop talking about it. Let me stop talking about it, because I'm already getting upset just talking about it. So, anyways, though, let's talk about the NBA. Talk about that West, though. What about that West, though? What about that West, though? So, anyways, though, the West. Yes, the Western Conference. You have the Spurs. I think I've stated this before, but I might be changing it up. I don't think the Spurs are going to be the top seed in the West this year. I'm looking at the Clippers and the Warriors. They might be those teams that really bust out the gate and really do some damage out there in the West. I think them and the Clippers are going to be that team in the West. I think Dallas might cause some havoc. I really do think Dallas is going to cause some havoc. They got these third quarter issues they need to work out, but I think they'll figure those out down the line. So, yeah, I'm going to say Clippers go take the first seed. I think the Warriors might take that second seed or the third seed. If the Spurs stay consistent and don't get complacent with the fact that they just won a championship, because I can't take the Spurs as that. I can't take the Spurs as a championship caliber team, because it's like every year after they win a championship, they never do good the year after. Like, they don't do good. They have these. They're like the Giants, and they're like the Giants in the NFL. Like, the Giants will win a Super Bowl, and in the next couple of seasons, they'll just be ass. Like, right now, the New York Giants are ass. So, that's how I feel about the San Antonio Spurs. I don't think they're going to really be strong. I think they're going to be weak. They're going to be complacent with the fact that they got a championship. They're going to be celebratory. They're going to be like, well, I mean, we retributed ourselves. Like, because last year was the first time ever that the Spurs did back-to-back seasons in the finals. That was the first time ever they went back-to-back in the finals. They've never repeated, which is why they will never be claimed a dynasty, but they'll be considered a cornerstone franchise. A cornerstone franchise, yes, but a dynasty, no, never. Because they never repeated. There's a reason why the Lakers, the Bulls, the Celtics, they're all dynasties because they've won consistent
And thank you for that, Doris.
championships, not
Shot is blocked.
not just this year and then 2 years later and then 3 years later and then 6 to 4 or 5 years later. Like, they don't do it like that.
Here's Parker, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass.
They got in order for the Spurs to be considered a dynasty, they got to have a three-peat. You want to know why the Heat aren't a dynasty? Because they didn't three-peat. That's the only way you three-peat. That's the only way you can be a dynasty is if you three-peat. You're not a dynasty until you've shown that you can be a champion. You can be a champion at any given time. And the Spurs have never proved that, so therefore they cannot be considered a dynasty.
Got his first points in this one.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up?
But they are a cornerstone franchise in NBA. They are historically a cornerstone franchise. With 5 championships, they are a cornerstone franchise. I think once you win at least 4 or 5 championships, you are considered a cornerstone franchise because you've won more championships than most teams in the league. Most teams in this league have only won 2 or 3. 2 or 3 is like the exceptional. Like, it's a great franchise, just never been anywhere in the past couple of years, or decades, or century,
LeBron drives in.
So yeah, I don't really see the Spurs. I think the Spurs are going to get too complacent with the fact that they got a championship, and they gonna slip off. They gonna slip off and go out. I don't really think Spurs gonna be that great this year. Because I think the Spurs were on a mission last year. This year, I don't really think they're on a mission. Because they're never on a mission after they win a championship. They get too complacent, and then they get knocked off then they get the surprise knockoff. And you know what the surprise knockoff is? The surprise knockoff is like when they're like, is when they're like in the second round, and when they're in like the first or the second round, and the team that they facing is a lower seed, and they always somehow, some way get past them. So I think the Spurs might be a 4th or 5th seed this year, because they don't never do good after a championship. They gotta prove that their championship pedigree, because they don't have a championship pedigree. To me, they have their cornerstone their championship franchise, but they don't have that championship pedigree to really say we're that team we're that team. They just don't have it in them. I've never seen the Spurs, because I think that's just the problem. They've never gone back to back to back to back. Because there's always 2 or 3 years in between them winning championships, and that's not good. I can see it feels like a year, but it's always 2 to 3 years that they're not in that championship. Spot. So yeah, I can't really give them the benefit of the doubt. They gotta really come out. They really gotta come out this season, man. So I think the best I can say for them, is a third. Best I can say for them is 3rd, 4th, 5th seed at best. 3rd, 4th, 5th. That's the best I can give the Spurs. Because I think the Warriors and the Clippers, they're going to be that team to beat. I really do. I really think they're going to be the team to beat. They're going to be them teams in the West this year to beat. I don't know about the Portland Trail Blazers because they didn't really do anything with their roster. They didn't really fix it up or revamp it or anything like that. So yeah, I don't really know about the Portland Trail Blazers. I don't know about them. And the lower seeds, I think the lower seeds up for grabs. I think it's up for grabs for everybody in the West except the Lakers, the Jazz. Who else is in the West that's ass? I don't know. I don't really want to say the Nuggets because they're getting Gallinari back, They getting Gallinari back, JaVale McGee, Nate Robertson. Like, I don't really want to say the Nuggets. They still got too much talent. I think that was the problem last year. They didn't have all the talent. It was just it just wasn't there that year. So I think this year the Nuggets might be a surprise. I think the Sacramento Kings are going to be a surprise. I think the Sacramento Kings are going to be fighting with the Nuggets for that 8th seed. I think it's going to be the Nuggets and the Kings fighting for that 8th seed. And I'm going to throw the Pelicans in there. I don't know about the Grizzlies. I really don't. If they can get off to a good start and not play catch up like they did last year, I can definitely see the Grizzlies in the playoffs. But the fucking I don't know. I can see them in there. They just gotta stay consistent early. Like, cause if they're like off like they were last year, it's a good chance they might be in that 10th or 9th seed looking into the playoffs. And I think Sacramento or the Nuggets might take it. The Nuggets got too much good talent, so they might even be a 7 seed when it's all said and done at the end of the season. I think the Nuggets might be a 7 seed. There's still too much talent on that squad. And then you got Brian Shaw for the coach. Oh, yeah, they can definitely go the distance. They can shock some teams in the West in the playoffs. They got the talent and the coaching to do it. It's just can they do it, you know? So I give them the benefit of the doubt. And then you got Then you got the Pelicans, but I don't know. I don't know about the Pelicans, man. The team's still too young, still too much inexperience. It's really on Drew Holiday and Eric Gordon. It's really on them two. I think Anthony Davis is gonna be a beast this year. I've already put him in my MVP conversation. He's number 2 behind Melo at this point right now. Right now, he's number 2. I'm putting Anthony Davis number 2. I'm telling y'all. LeBron is going to have a season where he's going to try to figure things out. He's not going to really be LeBron this year. So everybody put him in MVP talking conversations because KD out with the foot injury. Shut up, and shut the fuck up. It is not happening. This is a filler out year for LeBron, so he ain't going to be going for no MVPs this year. He going to be too busy trying to figure out how this team going to work to get a championship with. Because he's focused on championships. His championships are bust for him each season. He shouldn't even be focusing on an MVP. So if LeBron averaging 24 and 6 and 5 and shit like that, because his stats getting lower and lower and shit like that, don't get mad at him. Don't get mad at him. He's trying to figure things out with that team. Let that man figure out what to do with that team. For me, I think it's going to be Melo and Anthony Davis. But I don't know about the Pelicans making the playoffs, man. It's up to Eric. Somebody always calling the phone, man. Damn. I think it's really up to Eric Gordon and Drew Holiday. Those are the only two. Really, you still just gonna hang? You just gonna sit by the phone while I'm talking? All right, thank you. So, anyways, though, I think it's up to Eric Gordon and Drew Holiday. If they both can stay healthy for the rest of the season, they're legit. But if they can't get healthy, then they're not legit. So yeah, That's pretty much how I see the West. I don't see the Spurs doing strong this year because they never do strong after they win a championship. Then you got the trying to think. You got the Clippers and the Warriors. I think they're gonna be the two. I think the Clippers and the Warriors gonna meet up in the Eastern Conference Finals. And you see right here, I get the block by LeBron, but look at this bullshit here. Look at this shit here. See, this is 2K on that bullshit. I mean, I'm rambling off again. I'm rambling off again, cause see, look at this. They do so much bullshit just to get back into. I don't know what it is about this game, man. This is why I'm not playing this game until 2015. So what you get is what you get. What you get is what you get. So yeah, we're going into overtime. Ain't this about a bitch?